Welcome back to Unfiltered, presented by Hustle. I'm Jay Skyline.
I'm Ann James.
And this is the first 10.
And that's Milk behind the door.
He'll be back in a second, y'all, but we're going to get into this. Our first 10 today is going to be the news of the last few days. First and foremost, Tory Lanez going down for the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. I go first. I'm wrong. I didn't think he was going down for this. This case was weird. Did you?
I didn't think he was going to go down. I thought it was all bullshit. I don't know.
I thought somebody had shot Megan. I thought
it was, she just got shot and that was it. I didn't think it was Tory Lanez up on this.
But I'm not going against the process. It's gotten weird to me. Like apparently fans have wrote a petition for appeal. There were a bunch of people out there up in arms. This is not something I'm willing to fight over. If they believe Tory shot her, he shot her. He's going to jail. I'm not. This isn't one of those things where I think we need to fight for Tory Lanez justice.
I don't know if I'm the first person going to be like, all right, free Tory Lanez. No.
Nah, not on this one. It's like, he makes decent music. Megan makes good music. I'm just gonna keep moving from there. I don't know. I'm not on the point of disowning Tory. This isn't an R. Kelly situation to me. If he gets the time he's supposed to get, we ain't gonna see him for about 20 years anyway.
That's what. Yeah, they're talking 20 years at least. Yeah.
I think it was 22 or something like that. But I'm like, hey man, it is what it is. Don't shoot people when you're drunk.
No, she got shot in the foot, right?
Yeah. Apparently, the idea is he told her to dance.
Yeah.
And I guess he shot her in the foot when she was supposed to dance.
Damn.
But
it's kind of like one of those, move your feet.
Yeah, one of those. The case for Tory was that he was trying to say it was her best friend or former best friend, something like that. Apparently, both of them had gun residue on their hands. Again, I'm not going to point blame at that woman. Again, the court system did its job. They said it's Tory. He is either getting 22 years or deported. I think it's going to be copied.
To Canada. Right?
Yeah, he's from Canada.
Well, that's something, but where'd this happen at?
California,
all right.
LA somewhere. It was like a Kendall Jenner party or something. So, like I said, it's just an interesting turn of events. And I think it happened Christmas Eve. I think he got convicted Christmas Eve. So he got a Christmas jail dinner from what I saw in the papers and stuff.
They might sometimes get something nice for Christmas.
Oh, from the people I've spoken to, the best dinners you get are Thanksgiving and Christmas in prison. That's it. So he got the best meal first day, and it's gonna be a good 300 or 200 something days before Thanksgiving. I don't know if they break bread on MLK Day or Easter or nothing like that. They might get you over.
Maybe a plate for Memorial Day or something.
In Canada, if you, I'm assuming he's doing his time here, but if he does his time in Canada, he'll get a couple extra days. I think they have some better holidays up there.
They probably do, yeah.
So, but yeah, no, like I said, man, it is what it is. Again, I will admit I was wrong. I will apologize on that front, but again, I'm confused about the outpour of let's save Tory or Tory deserves to be out of jail. I'm just like, man.
If he gets a reduction, that's cool.
I know he's appealing it, but I don't know what the appeal's going to do. And then, this is one of those cases where, unless you're going to get a complete new trial with a new jury, I just feel like this is going to be about the same outcome.
Yeah.
So,
shit.
On other news of the updated around the world, we had the passing of Franco Harris this week. Well, last week. It was an interesting week in Pittsburgh, man. We were already prepared. We were preparing to have the celebration. They were retiring his jersey Christmas Eve before this.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be there about 2 or 3 days before the actual football game. He passed away suddenly. Steelers legend. A lot of people say the Immaculate Reception is the greatest play in NFL history. A lot of people say it's the play that propelled the NFL to where it is today, the beginning of the broadcasting and the notices. Because a lot of people don't remember, in the early 70s when that happened, I think it was 72, baseball was still the favorite sport in America. And that I transitioned to football, and I think that moment's a big part of it. Shout out to the Raiders half of this. Al Davis went to his grave believing that ball hit the ground. Did you see some of the highlights they played at the beginning of the game?
No.
So one thing I noticed about the highlights when I was watching is they showed 3 angles of this play that I'd never seen before.
I didn't know how many. I didn't think they had that many cameras back then.
My entire life they made it seem like there were 2 angles.
Yeah.
And that was it. I saw a side angle and and an angle from like the front, and that was it. And it's like always the second angle's like after the hit and like after the catch. But that was the first time I seen 2 or 3 angles of like the full play. So now I kind of feel like I'm wondering if Al Davis or Madden had ever seen this. Madden apparently believed the same thing. He just wasn't as vocal as Al Davis was about it. So that one was an interesting part of that. But as a Steeler fan, how did the Franco Harris pass?
That's pretty difficult. I mean, it's sad. It's definitely sad that he definitely wasn't there to even be there to retire his jersey and actually be there for the game too.
I felt bad because I saw Art Rooney's speech and he said it. He was like, "You were supposed to be standing next to me."
Mm-hmm.
Like, he said that. And I just thought that line and moment was pretty rough. I mean, and again for 71, I mean, I've seen him in person a few times. I've met him once. For 71, it was a healthy looking 71.
Yeah, he looked good. Yeah.
He didn't have the issues like walking or movement that a lot of other running backs from his era had.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, it was a shocking one. And again, shout out to his family and everybody affected. We're gonna keep it low key on a somber note. The day after Christmas was also the 50th anniversary of the passing of Roberto Clemente.
Mm-hmm.
That one, to this day, the city of Pittsburgh like idolizes that man and what he did for the baseball team and for the world. And again, I don't think there's another Latino person in Pittsburgh history that's like more loved than Roberto Clemente.
I mean, even just in even the baseball community in general. I mean, like, I think he's one of the biggest Puerto Rican. He's definitely well loved in Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah,
yes. Everybody like was it a friend? They wanted like a just Puerto Rican memorabilia when they came up here from Puerto Rico. So it was just kind of like, yeah, he's one of the well loved baseball players. And we talked about this before, but like, should his jersey be retired in the whole, like?
He's usually the first person that comes up because in
MLB, yeah.
My baseball knowledge is not great. I usually have to look this up, but I know there's only one person. I think it's Jackie Robinson.
Okay.
Is the only person that has their jersey fully retired in all of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes up, it's usually Roberto Clemente as the number 2. If it's not Roberto, I would say probably Babe Ruth or somewhere around that.
Yeah.
But again, I've always been here for it. I know it's retired for the Pirates.
Yeah, it's retired for the Pirates, yeah.
But yeah, no, like I said, Roberto Clemente, again, it's just... And the thing is, he was kind of like... The closest thing I could say for people who are young, and again, I didn't see him play, but from what I understand, and I think the closest thing that it could be put in tragedy-wise would be Kobe. Like, Kobe... Because Roberto Clemente, even though I don't think he had decided to retire when he passed away, he had played like an 18-year career or something like that when he had passed away. So we know the full idea of his greatness by this point. This wasn't a death 5 years in his career. He had played a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only thing I can think of in context would be like Kobe.
Yeah.
Just because Kobe had fully been retired, but he was so young when he passed away. So yeah, that's it. Again, that's just Roberto Clemente. Again, that's just somebody the city loves. He's always, he's just one of. Again, he has a bridge named after him. So in the city.
Yeah.
So, that's a big one. Some people get named. Some people get streets. Like there's a lot of street names around here named after sports athletes. He's the only person that got a bridge that I can think of. There's no other athletes that got a bridge.
Not an athlete. Yeah.
It's him, Warhol, and Carson down there.
That's it. Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's definitely a big 50th anniversary of his passing. And again, he was taking he was trying to take emergency supplies to it's either
Haiti or was it DR?
I think it's DR. I think he was going to Africa.
No, Dominican Republic. No, not Africa.
I was thinking about
Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah. But either or, but it was a sad moment. I saw a video from his son who was 7 at the time, and he basically said he didn't want his dad to leave that night. He felt like his dad wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's definitely again one of the bigger moments in Pittsburgh history. On the other note, we will get into some of the sports talk in a minute. We will be talking about Russell Wilson getting his coach fired. That's my point of view. That might not be his point of view. And the Steelers. Hey man, the Christmas. They really didn't lead that football game on Saturday until the end, but we will get back to that in a second. This was the first 10 presented by Hustle. I'm Jay Scottline.
I'm Ian James.
And produced, and at this point edited by Malachi, so you will see that in a minute.